Welcome to Star TV Newsroom, broadcasting from our studios in Carnifin along the Battle Harden Highway. I am Maimuna Fadera. Many thanks indeed for joining us. First, the headlines tonight. Salaji Community and Armed Forces unite for third annual Satellite Drive. Edwin Francis Small Teaching Hospital Pediatric Surgical Unit celebrates first anniversary. Panic at Burkama Garage after alleged cutlass attack leaves 3 wounded. CG Dabo pays a courtesy visit to Star FM TV. Farafenni meeting puts women and youth at heart of national business drive. On the international front, UK local elections, PM stammer under pressure as Mendelssohn Epstein scandal rocks label. Hundreds of Kenyans sue BP over toxic waste, cancer and polluted water. Well, those were the headlines. Now let's take a closer look at the stories making news in detail. While cleanliness is often said to be next to godliness, and the residents of Salaji are living proof of that proverb, for the third consecutive year, the community staged its annual Satellite cleansing exercise, an initiative pioneered by resident Sankum Fofana. This year's effort gained unprecedented momentum as the Chief of Defence Staff, CDS, deployed army personnel and vehicles to bolster local participation in clearing waste and levelling roads. Reports Ajifatu Jalo and recorded in the studio by Momodu Bailobari.
The streets of Salaji bustled with activity on Sunday morning as residents turned out in large numbers for their third annual community cleaning exercise. What began as a grassroots initiative by Sankum Fofana has now turned attractive national backing, with members of the Gambia Armed Forces joining civilians to scrub, sweep and repair neighborhood infrastructure. Participants framed the exercise not only as a civic duty but also a spiritual obligation tied to public health. Lamin Bajinka, a resident of Salaji, underscored the importance of collective responsibility.
We
conduct this environmental cleaning every year. It involves every compound within Paradise Highway area. These are the people who come out to participate. While we welcome anyone who joins us, I want to specially call on all residents living along the highway to come out and be part of this exercise.
Babukar Kamara, a garage owner, emphasized the spiritual dimension of Setsetal.
Setsetal is a form of worshipping Allah. It is part of the deen. It is especially important that where you earn your living remains clean, so that anyone who visits will appreciate and emulate you. If you want respect, it must start with you. You should be clean, wear clean clothes, and keep your surrounding in a state where you can live comfortably anywhere.
3 times. Wow.
Ibrahim Kamara, another resident, urged the community to avoid dumping waste in open holes.
If you look at these holes, some people normally dispose of their trash there. We must remember this is for our own health and benefit. We are not doing it for the government, but for ourselves. People should stop disposing of trash at night. This is not good and is even considered haram in Islam. There is a great sin in such action, and it is something you should never do.
The exercise concluded with heartfelt gratitude to Sankum Fofana for his vision and leadership. Beyond waste management, residents fill potholes with stones to level roads, ensuring smoother water flow during the rainy season and preventing erosion. With the combined support of the CDS and the local community, Salaji Star Setsetal initiative stands as a model of grassroots civic action, blending faith, health, and solidarity. For Star TV News, this is Bailobari.
The Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital has marked the first anniversary of its pediatric surgical unit established in March 2025 to expand access to specialized surgical care for children in the Gambia. More in this report by Hadijaju.
Since its launch, the unit has reduced the need for overseas treatment, improved patient outcomes, and strengthened pediatric healthcare nationwide. Chief Medical Director Dr. Mustafa Biti described the milestone as a major step in strengthening the health sector, commending donors, doctors and nurses for their invaluable contributions.
This is a special day because most of the time when people donate, when they give you, we don't hold it, we don't respect it, we don't value it. But we can see that is different. In EFSTH, it was March last year. We were struggling. All of these pediatric patients were in sanatorium. They were in sanatorium for 2 years. It was not easy. The hospital wanted to do this, but we couldn't. So Alaji passed by, he went to see all this place, and within a short period, he was able to do this ward. And this is a standard ward. We have the Turkish here. They went there and they were very impressed. So it's not like they haphazardly do it. It was well done. And kudos to them, but also kudos to the team for maintaining it. 1 year after, we are coming to celebrate. It's because of the type of leaders we have in that ward.
Olifal Sanyang, Executive Director of Cornerstone Group, reaffirmed the organization's commitment to supporting the unit, including providing resources such as internet connectivity to aid operations.
We are proud to have contributed to this effort, but we do not stop at refurbishment. We have continued to support the unit, including providing internet access to strengthen communication, learning, and care. More importantly, we have chosen to accompany you on this journey because making a difference is not a one-time act, but a shared and ongoing commitment. We are truly encouraged and happy to see how well you have maintained the standards of the unit. This speaks to your thoughtfulness and commitment to care and your deep dedication to every child you serve.
Dr. Cherno S. Jallo, Deputy Chief Medical Director and Head of the unit, stressed that their mission extends beyond the hospital walls, aiming to tackle pediatric health challenges across the region and ensure equitable access to quality care.
But we have to keep things factual because our objective is not to remain within the corners here. Our objective is to solve the problem, not only the Gambia, but the region and beyond. Most of our patients are coming from Senegal. The last patient he operated was a Senegalese child. He operated, it's in NICU right now. And a 15-year-old now, she is 1920. She is like a fashion lady who never had anus. Here we operated is a Senegalese who just had a small hole under the female genitalia. So you can see our center is not serving only the Gambia. If you support
the state-of-the-art facility, sponsored by Cornerstone Group, includes an acute ward, burns ward, and dedicated surgical spaces. Dr. Lamin B.A. Jaite, head of surgery at the unit, highlighted the importance of partnerships in the unit's success, noting that continued collaboration will drive further improvements in service delivery. He also acknowledged Cornerstone Group's vital role in establishing and supporting the facility.
To say that what this is a testament to is the fact that the partners involved in this project didn't just come and do a one-off thing. They chose to accompany the unit on this journey. And I think this is an example of what a partnership should look like.
Senior resident Alaji Balde presented a statistical overview of pediatric surgical cases from 2021 to date, underscoring the unit's growing impact.
For a year at the sanatorium was 783, despite all the hardship. I think hard work was done. And now our multi-modern ward, world-class ward, received an admission of 1,075 patients within this 1 year. So we have seen the impact. So really, the renovation have added value to the health of the children in this country. And so
Chief Matron Horaja Sen reflected on the challenges faced under constrained conditions, praising the unwavering dedication of staff and expressing gratitude to donors for their continued support in improving healthcare services. For Star TV News, I am Hadi Jaju.
A wave of fear swept through the densely populated Birkama garage on Tuesday following reports of a violent assault involving a man armed with a cutlass. Our Defense and Security Affairs correspondent Modu Albaji puts together these reports.
The suspect, identified by authorities as Lamin Sawane, allegedly entered the bustling transport hub and attacked bystanders, causing significant bodily harm and sparking a frantic scene as commuters and vendors scrambled for safety. According to preliminary reports from the Gambia Police Force, stated that the suspect brandished a cutlass and began attacking individuals within the garage. Confrontations resulted in at least 3 individuals sustaining serious wounds. The sudden nature of the violence in a such high-traffic public space has raised immediate concerns regarding public safety and security protocols at major transit points. An unidentified eyewitness account appearing on social media early Tuesday described a chaotic scene.
The suspect stood at the garage staring at the people for a while. Then he removed a cutlass from his bag and he started assaulting people. A boy, known to many as Denmark, attempted to stop him, but he also fell victim after being slashed twice. Another colleague also carried a rock attempting to stop him, but his efforts turned futile, leaving him serious injuries.
The 3 individuals are currently undergoing intensive medical treatment at the Ndemban Clinic for injuries sustained during the attack. Lamin Sawane was also apprehended following the incident. Police confirmed that he has also been admitted to the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul, though the specific nature of his medical condition was not immediately disclosed. The Birkama garage is one of the busiest commercial and transport hubs in the Gambia. This incident has reignited a national conversation regarding the presence of security personnel in public spaces. Residents and frequent users of the garage have expressed deep anxiety, calling for a more visible police presence to prevent similar occurrences in the future. As of Tuesday evening, the motive of the attack remains unclear and police investigations are ongoing. For Star TV, I am Motu Elbaji.
Well, the Commissioner General of the Gambia Revenue Authority, Yankuba Dabo, today paid a courtesy visit to Star FM TV as part of efforts to strengthen collaboration between the Revenue Authority and the media. The visit highlights the growing importance of media partnerships in promoting transparency and public awareness on tax matters. Hadijaju has the rest of the details.
Speaking during the visit, Mr. Dabo emphasized that the engagement was part of a broader strategy to build a strong working relationship with media stakeholders. He noted that Star FM TV's reach and credibility make it a crucial partner in the authority's mission to promote tax compliance and mobilize national revenue.
Surprise visit. I remember I was here during the official opening of the Star TV, and since then I have not been here. So this morning I have a meeting around this end. After the closure of our meeting, I decided to give you a surprise visit to see what you are doing at the radio side as well as on the TV side, and also to see the management, the CEO and the director, just to see them and have exchange of words with them, because we are partners. So I think sometimes it's necessary for us to do this kind of visit.
Dabo explained that effective collaboration with media houses ensures that the public receives clear, timely and accurate information about tax obligations.
Been doing a great job for us, because as you know, GRA is embarking on different programs in terms of reforms, and most of the reforms that we are doing, if not all, the public need to know We carry the publics because they are our partners in development, and the informations that we have in-house, Star TV, among other TVs, have to carry that up and broadcast it both on the TV station as well as the radios. And you have been doing that since the beginning of the Star TV. You've been greatly involved in educating the public about what GRA is doing. As such, we consider you as one of our good partners, and we want to make sure that we safeguard that partnership between Star TV and GRA.
The Commissioner General also used the occasion to encourage Gambian youths to remain patient and committed to personal growth, stressing that success requires discipline and perseverance.
Is that I will just borrow the proverb that says Rome was not built in a day. So meaning you have to have patience, and you have to learn, and you have to have discipline if you want to get to the future. And if you want to be at some levels, you don't have to be in a haste. You have to make sure that you do things accordingly, and you make sure that the reporting time of work, which is very important, you make.
Officials at Star FM TV welcomed the visit. CEO Alpha Karaga and Haji Baniko Sisoho, describing it as a step in the right direction toward a mutual beneficial relationship. They pledge continued support for initiatives that foster public awareness and accountability. The visit underscores the importance of media partnerships in advancing national development goals. By working closely with Star FM TV, the GRA aims to enhance transparency, strengthen public trust, and ensure that tax education becomes a cornerstone of civic engagement in the Gambia. For Star TV News, I am Hadi Jaju.
A major push towards economic empowerment and rural enterprise development unfolded in Farafenni on Sunday as government ministries and community members converge for a high-level business development meeting organized by Njai Chara Business Foundation. The event brought together women entrepreneurs, youth and senior officials in a united effort to unlock investment opportunities and boost small business growth across the North Bank region. More in this report by Binta Balajo.
Organized by the Njai Chara Business Foundation in partnership with GAIPA and the Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment, the initiative delivered targeted financial support for women traders and a structured business development program for young entrepreneurs. While women and youth beneficiaries receive direct financial support channeled through GAIPA to grow their business in the trade industry, beneficiaries were offered a returnable investment scheme designed to build accountability and long-term business discipline. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment, Lamin Kamara, representing the Minister, revealed that the Ministry channeled funds through GAIPA to the Njai Chara World Market to support women entrepreneurs in the trade industry.
Ministry of Trade. $1 million
$1 million have been provided to Njai Chara World Market through GAIPA to support women in boosting their businesses within the trade industry. This program will help them to learn more on business and is being implemented in partnership with Njai Chara, and beneficiaries are expected to repay the support provided. We urge all beneficiaries to make the best use of this opportunity.
CEO of GAIPA, Useni Senghor, said supporting micro and small medium-sized enterprise lies at the core of its agency's mandate.
I think one of our core functions is to support and develop micro and small medium-sized enterprises, and it is in that vein that we partnered with JAI, because like I said earlier, our goal is to promote and support all micro and small medium-sized enterprises, and this is why previously GAIPA rolled out the entrepreneurship model for training entrepreneurship, as well as other models that we have developed in-house to train micro and small enterprises. Now, with the support of His Excellency the President of the Republic, the Enterprise Development Fund was established and is about to be launched, and the necessary funds has been provided. So what the Enterprise Development Fund envisaged is for us to work with banks, microfinances and people like JAI to make funds available to entrepreneurs so that at a discounted rate. So the reason why we are together, we're working with Jai as well as with Beba, is to ensure that we can make funds available easily.
Aja Toure, a beneficiary of the initiative, expressed gratitude for the opportunity, noting that although many people are in need, she feels privileged to have been selected.
$2 million bi nga xamné Njaay Carax génné nako fi ci Farafeñe pour jigéen ni note bank yeb bokko ko ak liko wër ñu ngi sant Yalla ci bu baax.
We are very grateful for this opportunity. We know that we are not the only people who need it, but by the will of Allah, we have been given the chance to benefit from it. We have seen many women who have also benefited from this initiative, and they are all doing amazing things in the industry. Finally, my message to the women of the North Bank region is that they should be honest and make good use of this opportunity.
Moto ñu bari ñu ngi don luwas bala Njaay Carax génn nañ ci luwas bobu non motax damay lancer message pour jigéen ni North Bank yépp.
Motsar, founder of the Njaay Carax Business Foundation, underscored the importance of the initiative in transforming lives and building a stronger rural economy, urging all beneficiaries to rise to the occasion and make the best use of the support extended to them.
Metti mo ci nek dama ko mën do baye ngir yaakar bi. We
have officially opened this training for women entrepreneurs, especially those involved in small and petty business. A total of $2 million have been allocated, with 200 individuals set to benefit from initiative. Providing these funds comes with risk, as some beneficiaries do not repay, leading to losses. However, we remain committed because we believe in the potential of these women. We are expanding this initiative to every region, and I encourage all women entrepreneurs to remain steadfast no matter the challenges. We are surely with them.
The Farafeñe Business Development Meeting marked the second round of Njaay Carax Quarterly National Drive, drawing participants from Farafeñe, Gen Sanjar, Faraya, Soma, and Balangar. With financial support, mentorship, and government backing, beneficiaries are now better positioned to grow their enterprises and contribute to a more inclusive and a better Gambia. For Star TV News, I am Binta Balajo.
Well, we'll now take a short commercial break. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back with more news after the break. Welcome back after that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, this is Star TV News. We now look at the news beyond our borders. While UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing growing pressure from inside his own Labour Party after months of poor showing in the polls, anger's been growing over controversies surrounding the appointment of Peter Mandelson as the US ambassador after its image. He was linked to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Al Jazeera's Melinda reports from London.
Across the House will find these facts to be incredible.
No Prime Minister wants this reaction from MPs, but the apparent lack of authority is symptomatic of Keir Starmer's position. The UK Prime Minister has been on a political knife edge since February, when it emerged that his choice for US Ambassador, Peter Mandelson, maintained a close friendship with the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein even after his conviction. He's been dealing with the fallout since, with rumours of a leadership challenge growing louder. And yet, it doesn't appear imminent that Keir Starmer will be ousted. Despite deep frustration with Keir Starmer, many Labour MPs think that now is not the right time to move against him. With a fragile economy and the war in the Middle East, they worry it might seem like they care more about politics than guiding the country through a global crisis. But perhaps more crucially, they lack an obvious successor around whom the party can unite. All of that, even as pollsters say the Labour leader's approval ratings are dire.
The sentiment is clear that Keir Starmer is unpopular. 74% of the public are dissatisfied with the job he's doing as Prime Minister. But when you look at the potential successors, the one standout candidate, at least in the polling today, is the Mayor of Manchester, Andy Burnham. He has net favourable approval ratings with the public. However, he's not in Parliament, so he's not an easy person to replace Keir Starmer with. When you look at some of the other alternatives, they tend to be net unfavourable. The public tend to be net unfavourable towards them. We may yet end up with stalemate for some time to come.
Many MPs believe it will not be Starmer who leads them into the next general election in 3 years' time. So far, though, their discontent has not translated into action. But with Labour braced for heavy losses in Thursday's local elections, the UK Prime Minister cannot assume that that will not change. Milena Veselinovic, Al Jazeera, London.
Around 300 people in eastern Kenya have filed a lawsuit against the government and the energy giant BP, alleging that their waste sources were contaminated and toxic waste was dumped in their villages during the late 1980s. Community members report that more than 500 people have died since then from illness they believe are linked to the alleged contamination. Al Jazeera's Catherine Soy reports from Marsabit, eastern Kenya.
My son Chamuset will spend the rest of his life talking through this pipe. He was diagnosed with throat cancer 6 years ago. His wife died of stomach cancer in 2018. This is not the only case in this village. Almost everyone here has lost someone to the disease.
Many people have died here. Women, men, youth, and the cause is cancer. The government and those who came here to dump waste must pay.
This is their village, Kargi. Residents say their problems began in the 1980s when an energy company, Amoco, came here to drill for oil. It found none. The drilling sites were a distance away in the Chalbi Desert.
We have been speaking to residents here who say that it was not just the drilling that was happening, but they believe that workers were dumping toxic waste, which has devastated their life to date.
300 petitioners have sued the Kenyan government and British Petroleum, which acquired Amoco in 1998 over alleged environmental damage. BP declined our request for an interview. The company has not yet responded to the claims. For Asunta Galgitale, this fight is personal. She's the nurse who first treated many of the cancer patients and has watched some of them die.
We are going to court because we want to know what is the cause of this cancer, why is our government, both the county and the national government, why are they silent? And we want the culprits from that Amoco company to tell us exactly what they have done.
Now they're heading to court for the first time, representing many others from villages across the region. They've been told the case may take years to conclude, but they say they remain hopeful. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera, Kargi, Marsabit County.
Well, before we end the news, a recap of our headlines. Salaji Community and Armed Forces Unite for third annual Satellite Drive. Edwin Francis Small Teaching Hospital Pediatric Surgical Unit celebrates first anniversary. Panic at Burkama Garage after alleged cutlass attack leaves 3 wounded. CG Dabo pays a courtesy visit to Star FM TV. Farafenni meeting puts women and youth at the heart of National Business Drive. On the international front, UK local elections, PM Starmer under pressure as Mendelssohn Epstein scandal rocks label. Hundreds of Kenyans sue BP over toxic waste, cancer and polluted water. Well, that's all for this edition of the news. Do enjoy the rest of wonderful programs. Once again, thanks for your company. Well, I am Emily Fadera. Do have a wonderful night.